Good evening, GMS viewers. It's Thursday evening, April 29th, 2021, and this is GMS Plays. This is a momentous occasion. This is where everything changes. Pickle, no, it does not mean 9 hours and 25 minutes. It starts right now. I don't have Bob. Well, I do have Bob, but I'm lazy, so I don't have Bob. No, it starts right now. We're gonna play some Returnal tonight, but we got 23 minutes until we can play some Returnal because it launches at midnight Eastern time, which is 9 p.m. here. So we got about half an hour to kill. So welcome to GMS Plays. This is a show that we've had around for a while, but this is something that is getting more consistent every week. This is show number 2 of the week. We were on last night playing some Minecraft for Minecraft Mondays. On Wednesday, don't tell anybody, it was Minecraft Mondays. And tonight we're playing Returnal, which, like I said, momentous occasion, because this is a first for GMS Plays. We're playing a game at launch, and this is something I want to do more now that I have the mythical PlayStation 5 in my possession. It exists. I can confirm it is not a myth. I do have one. Something I want to do now that I have a PlayStation 5 is try to plan out these GMS plays to coincide with some of the larger launches for PlayStation 5 exclusives or big major multi-platform games. And this Returnal being one of the first major PlayStation 5 exclusives to come out. So we're going to check that out tonight. The reviews are in. The reviews are positive. It looks like a good game. It is a roguelike game. Am I good at roguelike games? Not usually, but this is a different beast. This is from Housemarque. Housemarque, known for more of an arcade style gameplay, more like twin stick shooter, bullet hell type games. And Returnal is going to be a journey into more of a third person adventure game. You'll definitely see where their history kind of has been brought into this third person world, because like the enemies shoot at you and you're like, used to develop bullet hell games, I can tell. So I'm excited to play this. Am I going to be good at it? No. Have the reviews said that anyone is good at this game? No, they have not. This is a very difficult game. But I'm excited for the challenge. We'll see how I hold up. I plan on dying a lot, because I think that's just the norm. But it's by the time we start, it's going to be about 9 p.m. here. I've had a long day. I didn't work today, but that doesn't always mean nice, relaxing day for me. It was a long day of prepping for a bunch of things. I've had a fun evening of hanging out with Hefty Goof and our friend Hofbrew, watching round 1 of the NFL draft, having a couple beverages. Was that the best idea for my reflexes to play a very difficult game with a bunch of people shooting at me? Probably not. Will that make it more entertaining? I sure hope so. So we'll see soon. How soon? Let's take a look. We got 20 minutes. 20 minutes until it launches. And funny story, I came down about half an hour ago. It was more than half an hour ago, because it was 7:50 when I got everything pulled up here to make sure the stream was all ready, the sound was all good, I got everything all set up, and I pulled up the screen that I just showed you with the countdown, and it was 7:50. The game launches at 9. The countdown should say, that's right, an hour and 10 minutes. What did it say? It said 10 minutes. It's like someone forgot to carry the 1. This game's launching at 8 p.m. And so I stuck around. I had things to set up anyway, but I stuck around for those 10 minutes. And I was like, if this game launches at 8, I need to make sure I'm ready to go and start the game right at 8:30, because I was excited to play it right when it dropped. But sure enough, it got to 8, and then the countdown timer switched, and it just had a message that said, this game has not reached its launch time yet or whatever, and then the counter reset to another hour. I was like, I told you someone forgot to carry the 1. So now we wait, but that's okay, because this was the plan all along. I knew I was going to have a little bit of time to kill at the beginning here, and that'll allow us to make sure everything's all set, all the levers are pulled, all the dials are twisted, and we're set to go for 9 p.m., which is coming up in just about 18 minutes and 45 seconds, 44 seconds, 43 seconds. Do we need to keep going? Thanks for joining us, Pickle Feats. As I said at the top, this is GMS Plays. This is a show that we're going to be doing more consistently here at twitch.tv/gaming morning show, also on youtube.com/gaming morning show, and Facebook gaming, and Twitter lately. I forgot to ask at Hefty Goof Ryan himself if GMS Plays is also going live on Twitter. So possibly this is live on Twitter. But you know what is live on Twitter, at least so far this week, is our flagship program, Gaming Morning Show, hence the GMS. We're live Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time here on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook Gaming, and Twitter. It's worked this whole week. If you are on Twitter, if you're in the void out there listening and you're on Twitter, just know that we can't read your messages. I'll be monitoring that for our main show, but I'm not monitoring that now. So we don't have a way to send those out to the other platforms. So sorry, Twitter people, but thank you for watching anyway. So Gaming Morning Show is our main program, and that is your typical morning radio show with all the shenanigans you'd expect. You know, we have good characters, we have lots of laughs, we play some games, we tell you the news, we tell you about sports, we tell you celebrity birthdays, we make fun of Ryan, we make fun of Mike, I play some music. But instead of your morning radio show playing music between these fun segments, we play video games because we're just cool like that. So if that sounds entertaining to you, you should come check us out Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So Pickle, you just learned about Returnal. It looks awesome, right? It looks pretty awesome. I saw this game before, and it was kind of on my radar. I was like, hey, that game looks cool. That looks like a game I would watch someone else play, right? Because it doesn't necessarily hit my strong suits, but it looks fun. So usually this is a game I would just watch someone else who's really good at it play, because that's entertaining to watch for me. But then the way things lined up, I got a PlayStation 5, and I was like, well, now that I have a PlayStation 5, I want to show it off. I'm going to play PlayStation 5 games on GMS Plays. This happened to be the first one out. And so I was like, all right, well, I need to look at this game more and see if it's something I actually want to play. And if it's something I want to play, is it something I want to play on stream? And so looking into it more, I was like, for sure, this is a game I want to play. And of course, I'm going to play it on stream. So I am not a huge player of roguelike games. Hades, for example, is the latest example in my mind for roguelike game that everyone was obsessed with. And that fell perfectly into that category of, I loved watching people play Hades because it was very entertaining to watch, especially if someone that was really good at it. But it's not the type of game that I would usually pick up and play myself. The last game like this that I actually did pick up and play some of was Enter the Gungeon. And same thing, I watched someone else play it. They were really good at it. I was like, this game looks amazing. And I picked it up and played it. And I was like, this game looks like garbage, mostly because I look like garbage. But this being more of a third-person shooter game that's a little bit more in my wheelhouse in terms of games I am typically okay at. I wouldn't say I'm ever great at a game, but I'm okay at that style of game. And the creepiness of the storyline looks just fantastic. So I thought I'd give it a shot. And you know, what's the worst that could happen? I could die a million times. Should we have a death counter? We could probably have a death counter. Let's watch this. Boom. Death counter 0. Yeah, see, that'll work. And then we'll do this. Death counter 1. So that'll be good. We'll keep track of the deaths tonight. I have been kind of looking up information about this game. I have also been reading reviews. I did follow my own advice. For those of you who have watched me, something I've talked about in the past, don't pre-order games. It's not worth it. If a game is like a month out and you're like, that game looks cool, you don't need to pre-order it. Unless it's the type of game where the pre-order gives you something, and I'm not talking about like the digital perks that you can get with pre-ordered games. If this is like a special edition, like you love Resident Evil and you want to pre-order Resident Evil Village because it comes with some statue that is exclusive to that pre-order, by all means pre-order that game. But other than that, don't pre-order games. You don't need to. There's no situation, and I'm sure there's a situation, but there's no common situation. Take this example for Returnal, a month out for this game, that you need to pre-order this game. Don't do it. I did follow that advice. I put it out there that I was planning on playing this today, but had I woke up today when the embargo lifted and I looked at reviews, read reviews, and watched reviews, and everyone was like, this game is hot garbage, I would have segued into something else and would not have purchased this game, because I don't want to give my dollars to someone doing something that doesn't bring me joy in some way. But the reviews came out and everyone loves it, and everyone's talking about how hard this game is, and I was like, kind of wish the reviews were terrible. I wouldn't have to play the hard game, but the reviews are really good, and now I still have to play the hard game. So now here we are getting ready to play the hard game. Some of the I listened to so many today. This was probably on Kind of Funny's review of this, which was Greg Miller, Adio Jr., and then they had someone who's been doing stuff with them recently, and I can't remember his name yet. But I want to say it was him, the one person I can't remember his name, who said, I've never had so much fun being terrible at a game, or I've never looked forward to being terrible at a game more than this. And I keep hearing that over and over, is you finish this game and it's just beating the crap out of you, and all you want to do is load back up and take another run. And that sounds fun. I've also read and heard that this game, a lot of the runs, especially as you get deeper into the game, the runs are taking, like an hour and a half to get through. That's a long time, especially when I'm going to start at 9 p.m. and I have some random show to do tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on Twitch, YouTube, and Gaming Morning, and Facebook Gaming. But I'm sure my runs won't last an hour and a half right off the bat. But it's the type of game that, you're just run after run, and it's split up into kind of 3 arcs. I forget what the terminology is. But essentially you have biomes that you're working through. And as you unlock, like the first biome, you go through and you get to a final boss. You beat the boss, you unlock the second biome, and then you can start working through there, and likewise through another boss to the third biome. And then as you finish the third biome, that's part of Act 1, and then there's more of like a save point where then you can start working on 4 and 5, biomes 4 and 5 for Act 2, and then Act 3 is the 6th biome. So theoretically, I can kind of slowly make progress through this game. And how I do that's really going to depend on a couple things. Number one, how tonight's stream goes in terms of, like, is this a game that's streaming well for me? because that plays into a lot of it, and it should for any of you out there who are streaming. You need to enjoy what you're doing just as much as everyone else enjoying what you're doing. So am I going to enjoy streaming this game? I have a really good feeling that I'm going to enjoy playing this game, but that's different than streaming this game. And number two, if I enjoy streaming this game, do people want to see more of this game? And if that's the case, I'll need to decide, am I going to stream every second of this game, or am I going to make some runs outside of streamy land? Good morning. Look, it's Maiko with your party of 3. Where in the world is Look, it's Maiko? Kate's here. Chris is here. Michael's here. How is GeoGuessr? Oh, yeah. And we got, check this out. Boom. 8 minutes, 25 seconds. We're getting close. So I was just talking about the future of this game for GMS Plays, and there's a lot to this game, is everything I keep reading, and I think I'll know after tonight if I'm going to need to play this game between streams, or if I'm just going to save it all for streams and play this game for the next like 3 weeks. I have this just, it's in my gut telling me that I'm going to be terrible at this game. So we did some prep before you guys got here. We have a death counter, just in case. I'm probably going to die a lot. We're going to discover what it's about together. Basically, the story that I know so far, because I've tried to stay relatively spoiler free, and the embargo kind of didn't allow people to get into spoilers anyway, so it's pretty easy today. We are playing as this person. Boom, this is us. And we crash land on an alien planet, and chaos ensues. And we die. Spoilers, we die. And then we start back crash landing on the planet again. And then we die, and then we start back crash. This is Groundhog's Day. It's just Groundhog's Day, but with space pistols. That's it. Space pistols. Hofbrew, welcome. Hofbrew might be driving home between my house and his house. I cannot confirm for sure, but I just have a feeling. We had a nice evening this evening, hanging out with Ryan and Mr. Brew himself, watching round 1 of the NFL draft. You can catch it on my Twitter at sports.gaming. We're hanging out on the deck, watching round 1, having some beverages. The best way to prepare for Returnal with 6 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Mike might be a little bit excited for Philly's prospects for the year. How'd the last few picks go? Did they finish up round 1 yet? I stopped paying attention. We're getting so close. So I told this story already, but now that more people are here, I got down. It was a few minutes to 8, and I was making sure everything was in place, make sure the game was updated, make sure the stream was all ready to go, all that jazz. And I pulled up the game and this counter that I showed you, and at 7:50 it said 10 minutes. And I'm like, well, that's not right. This game doesn't launch at 8 p.m. It launches at 9 p.m. And so I had things to do anyway, so I was making sure the stream was ready, and was here when it rolled over to 8. And I was like, is this game going to be ready to play right now? I have to launch the stream early and play Returnal right away. And then it went 0-0, and then this game is not ready. This game has not reached its launch window. And I was like, someone forgot to carry the 1. And then it reset to like 58 minutes. So here we are, waiting for the last few minutes to tick off so we can try some Returnal and die over and over and over and over. It's got some spooky music, though. It's probably a good thing Ryan's not here. It's got spooky music. Might be a little too spooky. So I enjoyed watching you play GeoGuessr while I was simultaneously trying to interact with Ryan and Hofbrew watching the draft. And I feel like I'd be really bad at GeoGuessr. I'd be really bad at it. I'd be good at wearing the Where's Waldo costume, though. Pretty good at wearing a hat and some glasses. I was going to wear my glasses, but I forgot them, and now they're way over there. If only I knew how much time was left before Returnal was ready to go. If only I knew. Does anyone know? Yeah, I'm not morally opposed to cosplay. It's just so much work. It's so much work, and I do so many things trying to get through my day to day that adding more projects on top of it sounds like a lot. But it'd be fun sometime in the future when I have a garage that isn't 7/8 boxes to incorporate some of my woodworking into building some cosplay. Like, that'd be fun. We could go really extreme, but I might need to save that for when we can, actually go places. I do dress up. I know this is not the best comparison, but we do dress up as a family every year for Halloween, and so I get a little snippet of cosplay, because I think once you're an adult, you just call it cosplay, right? Even though it's Halloween, it still counts. So we've done family costumes, and Ryan Hofbrew and another one of our friends, Fivesil, who's been around from time to time. The four of us have gone the last few years, minus last year due to the pandemic, and gone out for Halloween in a group costume. So now that I think about it, there's only one Halloween every year, but I have two costumes every year. So maybe I am more into cosplay than I thought I was. I'm not opposed, but like I said, a lot of it right now is just due to time restrictions. Like, things look pretty well put together right now, but most of my world's just held together with duct tape these days. Halloween costume. Ooh, a Halloween costume contest this year. That'll be fun. Singles and groups. Count us in for the groups. We went to this barcade here in town for said group costume every year. And there was one year we went as the U.S. Men's curling team, and the judges really liked our costumes, and they said something like, "Oh, if only we had a groups division," and they don't because they hate us. Well, and then the next year they still didn't have a groups division, so really they obviously didn't care that much. All right, I gotta go. We have to host Tom. We're not gonna play Returnal. Abort mission. Mike has requested Tom instead. Tom is better than me, but I have a puppet. You don't need Tom. I have a puppet. Quack quack. Quack 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 quack. Quack 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 quack. I'm just good. I do the voices. We're getting close. 30 seconds. Does anyone need to use the restroom? Anyone need a beverage? Would you like me to make you a snack? This is the first time in a long time I've played a game at launch too. So that's exciting. All kinds of firsts tonight. I'm really excited for this to count down to 1 and 0 and then be like, oh, an update is required to play this game. Nope. All right. Here's some Returnal. Sure, why not? Okay. Yep. How's everyone's eyesight? Can I get prescriptions on everybody? How's everyone doing? We'll go medium just in case. Start in online mode. Sure, why not? Uh-oh, what'd I just skip? That's fine. No biggie. Returnal is intended to be a challenging experience. Each new cycle presents new challenges, rewards, and changes to the world. Adapt and persevere to progress further. All right, here we go. I'm going to be quiet during this part since, none of us have seen it. Not one of us. White Shadow was my nickname in high school. That was less than ideal. I don't think that was the landing she had planned. The dual sense feels so cool.
Astra, this is Celine. I've crashed on Atropos. I survived, but Helios did not. Suit status operational, but my sidearm is missing. I'm leaving comms open.
Nice. Have to move right to look around. L3 while moving to sprint. Pretty standard. Axis jump. So the dual sense is so cool. I can feel the raindrops. It's neat. No double jump. Okay. I should definitely stick something in there. My hand. I meant my hand. Still pretty choppy and jittery. Yeah, that's what I thought. So I have one other option between what I'm using now and the Shawn accidentally goes out and buys an entire new PC. So I'll be trying that on Monday. Will be the next episode of GMS Plays. So for those of you who can't stand the choppiness, I definitely apologize. But we're continuing to try to make it better, and hopefully it will be better on Monday. We'll test it out. Okay. So movement feels pretty good in this. I do need to adjust this a little bit. There we go. That feels a little bit better. It was covering my health, you know. I might want to keep an eye on that. So this game, roguelike, also procedurally generated. So each cycle, X jump, thanks. Each cycle, everything this will, you know, hard game, but no, this will help. Hi, bud. You ready for bed? Hi, sweetie. Hi, bud. Yep. Nope. Tail in the middle of the stream. No big deal. Each cycle, or each time you die and come back, everything will be a little bit different. But from what I've heard so far, as you progress through, you'll start to recognize patterns in terms of spaces and rooms with it.
Extensive ruins of a xenotype civilization.
With it.
Walls, foundations, and statues.
Thanks. Within each biome, different rooms will have different patterns. So you will start to recognize, like, oh, well, this room has this kind of enemy. This room has this part of the floor that falls away, that kind of stuff. So knowledge is power, as they say. Oh yeah, that should probably. So circles a dodgy dodge. So far, I don't have many controls that do much, so. Things that are glowing, you should go towards. Obolite. So I do have to actively pick up the obolite. Resources. Ast Arg Og. It's a 6006. Obolite, previously unknown radioactive mineral. What's with that line? I can't see things. Jeez. Come on, PlayStation 5. With a crystalline structure and a golden glow after separating the material from any unknown error, can be auto-gathered by the suit's resource tank. The radiation signatures on the local structures indicate that this has been the primary energy source for the sentient civilization, so it is highly unlikely that the collected minerals can be used to power dormant xenotype machinery. It is highly likely that the collected minerals can be used to power dormant xenotype machinery. Additional data needed for further analysis. Interesting. As we get going, there's going to be, from my understanding, many things to read and explore and whatnot, because knowledge is helpful.
I have found a deceased astroscope.
This is important.
Checking identification on a helmet. It's my sidearm.
Dun dun dun.
Continuing towards the signal's origin.
It's me. It was me. I'm the one who's dead on the ground. Just like in Groundhog's Day. Anyways, there's quite a bit in this game that nope, too high. That is useful to read and learn about. And I will read and learn about that stuff regardless. So if it's boring and you don't want me to do it on the stream, let me know and I'll do it on my own, because I have a feeling this game's going to require some playing on my own, whether I like it or not. Neat. I'm going to go that way. So we have AST A11001 modified sidearm SDM8. Cool. Moving on. So one thing that's cool about the DualSense is the adaptive triggers. And in a lot of situations, at least in my opinion, and if you disagree with me, let me know, because I'm happy to have a conversation. For a lot of situations, the adaptive triggers are going to be more gimmicky. Think like the different trigger feels for Call of Duty. I love it. It's super cool. Does it really add anything to the gameplay? No. Is the game still fun without it? Absolutely. Something this game did with the adaptive triggers is they put a hard stop.
Discovered a potential resource. Positive analysis.
Silphium. They put a hard stop in the left trigger, which is aiming. So you can feel like I'm going to the stop here, and that's just normal aim, right? But I can push through the stop, and eventually I will unlock a secondary fire. So rather than having to push like a different button for secondary fire, I just pull through when I'm aiming for my secondary fire. And I think that's brilliant. So essentially what this hard stop can do, because you could do it on the right side too, I don't think this game does with any weapons, is turn L2 and R2 into 4 buttons. I just find it so fascinating, and it's going to be really interesting to see what different studios do with that as we go on, especially getting into more PlayStation exclusives and PlayStation first parties developers working with the DualSense and integrating stuff like that, and just the fine touch feeling of the rumble in it into a game. It'll be fun to watch. So I am excited. All right, let's just pull up this death counter just in case we might need this. All right. So, Housemarque, known for more arcadey bullet hell style games. What I love about the visuals of this game is you can see the way the enemies fire at you. You can see their lineage making those sort of games, but now making a game like this, and the enemies will still fire in like geometric shapes of bullets towards you. Like, it's great. It just looks so good. And I'm perfectly okay with being terrible at this game because it is very pretty. And I do not have, I have this monitors from 2018, kind of upper mid tier. So it's not a terrible monitor.
Whenever I return, per Astra protocol, I will not be recovered until I reach the broadcast signal. If you're hearing this, you are stuck here too.
Ouch.
I don't remember recording that.
Cool. I found a key. Shoot, what was I saying? It's very pronounced. It was a really good point, and it would have changed the world. Yeah, I don't remember. It's probably about how pretty Chris and Mike are. I bet it was that. Oh, my monitor. There we go. So yeah, my monitor is not amazing. It is decent, and this game looks really pretty on it. But I might have to go hook this up to my 4K TV up in the living room and play some of this. Oh, show. So there's lock gate here. There was also a locked gate way back somewhere here, maybe. Past one other locked gate, and now I have a key. So I suppose at some point we should decide where I want to use said key. There are quite a few mechanisms in this game that I'm sure we'll figure out as we go. One of them we've hit already. Every 3 enemies you kill, you get a little perk. Kill with every 3 enemies you kill without being hit, you get a little perk. So you got to get good, and so that was probably my one and only. I killed 3 enemies, and that was the one time. Got it, 1 in a row. Flawless victory. This is a pretty game. Not much like mantling or climbing. So you definitely have to find those specific paths. Exploration seems to be big in this game from what I've heard. Finding secrets helps you as you learn more. Yeah, I stand like this all the time on the edge of cliffs. Just cocky. My right foot's so strong. Cocky bastard. Whoop, 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 whoop. There are some slight like Metroidvania elements to this game too, and it has to do with like getting through the biomes. Some things will be locked until you get certain tools and weapons to get through and progress. Here's my ship. So we've made a cool little circle. Didn't realize I was making a circle. Did I get turned around, or was it an actual circle? All right, well, fine. Now we'll just go through a locked door. So there. Yeah, for sure, like, starting to feel like I just got turned around. I talked about this in my stream last night with Minecraft, but my sense of direction in video game worlds is just terrible. Speed run. All right, let's go through this. Let's see what this is like. Instantly feel like I made a mistake. Maybe I shouldn't have gone in here. It's too late. Oh, look at those red lines are just okay. Teaching me how to dash. That's a good sign. Midair to perform longer jumps. While dashing, you are invulnerable to hazards and most enemy attacks. I don't need video tutorials. Huh. Silphium resin. It's my favorite kind of resin. Fills 1 slot towards max integrity upgrade. All right, so see, there's so much reading, and this is reading all of this crap is my jam. Like, when I'm not specifically trying to get through a game quickly, I will sit here for half an hour. Like, give me some lore to read about. So happy. Sit in the menus reading the lore so long I forget how to play the game. But I'm not going to do that on stream. I'll read that off stream. I'll give you updates. The dash feels pretty good, especially that midair dash to get across chasms and whatnot. That feels really good. What's that plus sign? Do you see that plus sign on the mini-map? It's not on there. Do you see it on there? What was... See, I feel like I need to know this right now. I pushed the wrong button. Circle is dash. Square is not the same as circle. Those are different buttons. Oh, cool. See? There's something. Some more resin. Aren't you glad I looked at the plus sign? Whoop. I should probably pay more attention too, because there is an active reload. I don't know if it's on all weapons, but I need to use it so I can read it faster. When they come into play, the secondaries on the weapons have cooldowns. So I'll have to pay attention to that too. Just got to learn all the systems, you know? Feels like day one of a new class. You got to learn all the things. What do I have to do in this class? How can I get a good grade with as little as effort as possible? I don't know what these are, but I like that's satisfying. So surely it can't be a bad thing, right? Right? Malignant key opens secured gates and containers, but is infected with malignancy. Malfunction probability low. Hold to pick up. So malignant items have a chance of causing malfunctions. And I was going to read the rest, but it went away. Remove a malfunction by completing the task on the left side of the screen. And then, there's video tutorials. So malfunctions. While stationary, minus 75% weapon damage. That's a lot. So keep moving, which isn't a terrible game for a game like this anyway. Probably just keep moving. Okay, do I have nothing to shoot here? So off we go this way. Well, you look suspicious. I kind of want to touch it. Do you think I can touch it?
I've discovered piled corpses of a xenotype species. Likely the architects of these ruins. These could be the sentients that broadcast the white shadow signal.
It's kind of cool. It doesn't seem to care. All right, moving on.
to escape.
Oh, well, why try?
Everything. I'm always brought back by... There is a moment between death and rebirth when tentacles drag me down, screaming, drowning, returning.
I'm eternally returning. I see how they got their name. It seems like a trick.
Encountered hostile predator.
Ow. So my adrenaline is that kill 3 enemies without getting hit thing. And it reset because I got hit. Oh, jeez. He's so fast. He's so fast. It's one. Roll credits. Oofed. Hey, Eternal Return. I already made that joke. Trophies. Way to go. Stupid trophies. So behind the times.
Astra, this is Celine. I survived the... Can you hear me? I'm in my ship. Suit status operational and... I've already experienced this before.
Duh. Oh, I can walk in here now. Look at that. Ship terminals. Helios has 2 terminals to use, the main terminal and the challenge terminal. The main terminal can be used to view your overall statistics and the ship logs information. The challenge terminal can be used to access the daily challenge where you can compete against other scouts once it is unlocked. That sounds like something I will not do. So which one are you? A. All right. Hostiles eliminated 7, malfunctions 1, obolites collected 134, accumulated suit data deaths 1, areas explored 11, hostiles eliminated 7, malfunctions 1, everything else 0. Total suit usage 0 days, 0 hours, 28 minutes, 23 seconds, 25 seconds, 26 seconds, 27. I think it's changing. Oh, Mike. He probably still knows. He seems a little absent-minded sometimes. I wouldn't take it personally. Unidentified item in cargo bay, removal recommended. And then someone cursed a bunch. Oh, look at these data bank matrix. All kinds of little shapes and squares and triangles. Don't be sad, Mike. Absent-minded and busy. It's for sure going to be okay. And he enjoyed our time together, and we'll be collaborating in the future in one way or another. I guarantee it. And everyone else here remembers who you are and loves you very much. But bed's not a terrible idea either, because sleep is good. Sleep is good, my friend. Will I listen to that advice? No, I'm going to be playing this all night. All right, so that was... Oh, can I sleep? Huh, I'll just go to sleep. Guess who won the game? I did, because I went to bed. What did you guys think of cycle number 1? Took a little nap. I will play it again over and over and over and over and over. The cycle. Every time you die, you return to the crash site without the weapons, artifacts, resources collected in the last cycle. Your database entries and permanent equipment survive from cycle to cycle. Use these permanent items to explore new areas and utilize shortcuts. Shortcuts are good. So, let's carry on. This thing's still weird. Still don't trust it.
The environment wasn't like this before.
I still have my pistol. That's right. I need to actually pay attention to that active reload because I'm getting in the habit of just ignoring it. Hey, don't dodge me. I did it. I did it. I killed the guys. Don't go in the water. That's for future me. Going in the water also scared the poop out of me. Well, that's creepy as hell. Who told me to go in this room? Michael? Was this your doing? I need to know what happens when I go in the light. Okay, so it's not the worst thing. I mean, I've had worse things happen to me, so that's fine.
Living sentience out in the desert are not the only widespread life forms I've become familiar with. The parasites are everywhere. They strengthen and also weaken me. And knowing
Like
that,
temporary shuts them.
I find myself compelled to attach them to my body.
That was pretty long. That's not bad. Oh, so she was talking about parasites, right? Those are like little upgrades you can get. You attach them to your body, and they give you. There's usually a pro and a con. Little perk, little buff, and they make bad things happen. I still haven't figured out. Are you bad? It's not hurting me. What are you? Who are you? No idea. Them popping is very sad. I get a little rumble in the controller. Malignant Sylphium. Repairs moderate damage to integrity, but is infected with malignancy. Malignant probability moderate. Don't need it. What are you? Repairs moderate damage to integrity, but it is infected with malignancy. Moderate probability. Pass. I don't. I don't need things to be any harder right now. I'll get there. Oh, well, that was a neat little room. There's nothing else in here, right? All right. Carry on. Hi, eyeballs. Ha! Can't touch this. All right. Ran out of options. I have to go down the scary path.
Security system encountered.
That wasn't so bad. Ether, a permanent resource that interacts with other timelines and cleanses malignancy. Yes, please. Ether is a mysterious resource that is kept on death. Gain ether by interacting with deceased scouts and completing daily challenges. That's all we get to know. Nothing else was written there. That was the end of the sentence. So there's water down there. What's that down there? Wee. Wee. Locked container. A container for presumably valuable items. Use a key to open. Guess how many keys I have? Zip. Mm-hmm. And up here we go. Door over here, right? That's new. Da, that is new. Do 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 do.
New technology discovered.
Ooh.
Augments my weapon with an alternative firing mechanism.
Nice. Alt fire. There we go. Take it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Whoa.
Highly effective. This will be useful.
I can hear it recharging. It's the... Oh, I see. So can we see that out here? Yeah. Okay. 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 That's a pretty long recharge. But as she said, it was highly effective. I pressed the wrong button. Oh. Don't do that. Don't do that. I don't like it. Okay, so it's R2 again to reload. And there's a little box. If I get in there, reload automatically. Otherwise, I have to wait for the reload animation. Up. If you just keep smashing R2, you're less likely to get a good reload. The gameplay of this feels really good. Really, really good. I'm going to play this game a lot. I just have this feeling deep down within me that I'm not going to be great at this game. but it's going okay so far. But I'm gonna play a lot of this game. Okay, so look at this wall, and tell me if I'm wrong, but this wall just screams like this is gonna be a shortcut or something in the future when I have like something to blow it open, right? Like I said, in the future. I meant like a couple seconds in the future. I did it. It looked like it could be blown up though. I was just assuming it was. Malignant obolite chunk contains large amount of obolites, but it is infected with malignancy. Malfunction probability high. Xenotech required. Needs 4 ether to cleanse. Pass. I will pass for now. Thank you. Shield Disruptor Data Cube. Deposit into a matching device to permanently unlock this item designed for future cycles. You can carry only one at a time. Well, guess what? That's the only one I found. So that's the one I'll carry. Hello, creepy eyes. Don't do that. Stop it. When in doubt, shoot creepy things. Well, that was a cool little room. Good thing I shot things. Thank goodness for maps, though, because I'd be just lost all the time without them. So let's go check this out. Okay, I'm going to get trapped in here and have to fight something big and scary. Right? No? Is this just you can't do it because... Okay, well, I had to shoot it. Okay, so nothing in here right now. Is that it? Almost. Yeah, okay. Well, this room means nothing to me. Speedrun, speedrun, speedrun. So this game has a lot to introduce, obviously. I kind of wish it just threw a bunch of enemies at me early on so I can just play with the combat and get really good at it for when it gets really hard. But I get it. You have lots of things to teach me, and it's only the second cycle. But now I have a Xenotype weapon. Okay, unlock new weapon traits and shots. Stats with proficiency. Gain proficiency by eliminating hostiles. Cool. How do I change weapons? I would like to know that. Nope, not possible. You may not change weapons. What's this? There's just so much stuff. Okay, that's consumables. Toggle extending HUD. Yeah. No. It's Nate, Mr. Artisan himself, with a raid of a party of 5. My favorite show of all time. Good evening, Nate and Pib in tow, as they say. We're playing some Returnal, where you return eternally, hence Returnal. Also, our goal is to locate White Shadow, which coincidentally was my nickname in high school, so we are done. Game over. We win.
Discovered a massive wall beyond which is the white shadow signal. I can't cross the chasm. For now, I'll change objectives and investigate the energy reading in the forest.
What were you guys up to tonight, Nate? Hopefully having some good time.
Scout log, Atropos.
Atropos, by the way, Greek god of fate. That's the island we're on.
Triggered the broadcast.
Read into that
Do
what
you
you will.
see the white shadow is something only I should know. And now, out of literally nowhere, I'm hearing it again. With the sentience involved.
Jedi Fallen Order is fantastic. And that game I started, and it couldn't have come at like the worst time with how busy I was, and life was crazy, and I had to put it down, and I never got back. And they just announced today that they're going to upgrade. They're going to offer a free upgrade to people who already have it to a PlayStation 5 optimized version, which just tells me I should probably restart that game when that comes out and play through Jedi Fallen Order. That game's fantastic, though. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
To believe there are answers at the signal.
I kind of want to know. Is it like a grenade? I want to know this now before I'm in trouble. Cool. Grenade. And looks like they have pretty similar, at least these two have pretty similar recharge times. Like that was pretty similar to the pistol too. So Pip says Jedi Fallen Order is so good. I've played it like 3 times. I played it for about an hour and was like, I need to finish this game. I need to platinum this game, and I just haven't gotten back there. And Mad Artisan Nate follows up with, I really, really enjoyed it. Don't quite have the experience with pushing so many buttons in combat, so I'm dying far more than I probably should, but I absolutely dig it anyway. That's totally fine. As long as you're enjoying it, you die all you need to. And that's something I'm going to keep telling myself when I die over and over in this game. The big difference being, as we get going here, a full run for this game is supposed to take like an hour and a half. And then I'm going to play an hour and a half and then like get distracted and do something stupid and then die and have to start all over. I also heard this game is hard AF, but that it's amazing. So I'm reminding myself that it's fun and that I can be patient and I can die over and over, and that will be okay. The music's good. I'm a fan of the music so far. So this is a roguelike game for those that weren't here for any of my spiels earlier. It's essentially space Groundhog's Day. And so think like Hades, but third-person shooter and in space. And Housemarque, the developers of this game, I just tried to push my back button that doesn't exist. They used to make like twin stick shooter, like bullet hell type games, and you can totally see that lineage in the way like my weapons work and the way the enemies shoot at me. Like all these enemies I'm fighting right now, they just shoot at me in like a horizontal line. But I've seen clips of other enemies that shoot like giant geometric shapes and squares and triangles at you. So I love it. It's been a lot of fun so far. Good night, Mr. Artisan. You get some good sleep. We will see you soon, I am sure. And then, yeah, the frame skips are bad. I did an experiment with a different device today. Essentially, it comes down to I don't have a great setup for video capture on my PC. I was running through an HDMI splitter from my PlayStation 5 to my PC, HDMI splitter into like a pretty cheap HDMI to USB capture device, and that was bad. And then Ryan had an Elgato cam stick, which is basically the same thing, but it's at least a higher quality one. And that's what I tried tonight, hoping that would be at all better. Doesn't seem to be any better, which is fine. So my next step is going to be to pick up an actual Elgato external capture card and try that. Yeah, the first one was like the $15 one, garbage one. Because when we were initially designing setups, I was never going to need to do this, and then things have gotten out of hand. So I'm going to pick up the external Elgato card and hope that that's better, because I would love to get the internal Elgato capture card, but I don't have any spare PCIe slots. So if anyone has some PCIe slots that I can use, you let me know. And this is what I talked about the other night. What's going to happen is I'm going to get a $250 Elgato card, and then but to use it, I need a new motherboard, and my case is pretty small. So I'm going to spend like $100 on a motherboard. And I'm like, well, I need a new case, and I'm going to buy a new case, and I'm going to be transferring all my components from this case and this motherboard into that case and that motherboard. I'm going to be like, well, if I'm already taking this out of this one and putting it in the next one, I might as well upgrade it. And then to get graphics or my capture card in, I'm going to end up spending like $3,000 because it's going to get out of hand. So hopefully the external Elgato works well. Yeah, see, it's going to get out of hand. So I wish I could just have some spare PCIe slots, and then it would be totally fine. But we'll see how the external one. I'm hoping to get that set up. Now that I know this one didn't work well, I'm hoping to get that one set up sometime this weekend and have that for my stream Monday, and we'll do some testing Monday and see if it works. And if it doesn't, then I guess we'll start shopping for cases and motherboards. Which, if I could, because most of the components of my computer are decent enough to do everything I want them to do. If I can be good and just buy a motherboard, buy a case, I could do it pretty easily. I just have to be diligent. But see, my computer's, everything else about my computer is really good. I got it, man, a year and a half ago for about $1,000, and it's been great for everything except for this one specific situation. So I'm really hoping the Elgato, because the one I'm using that Ryan had is meant for like camera input, and the other external ones are meant for actual like video. It's like if I wanted to capture PlayStation 5 footage, but all I had was did I just go in a big circle? You guys got me all distracted. Jeez, it's all your fault. It's meant for like video game capture for like a laptop, where you're not going to be putting an internal card into that. And so theoretically it should work well. So we'll get one of those, try it out. And if it doesn't, I return it and go shopping. Unfortunately, my favorite place to just on a whim go buy stuff was up in Wilsonville at Fry's, and they closed down. Good night again, Nate. Get some sleep. Yeah, rip fries indeed. Yeah, no, I and my purpose of buying this computer, and this was my wife kind of let me do what I thought was right because we tried to have a conversation about it. She's like, I just don't know what you're talking about. So you just do what makes sense. And the idea was to buy this because I can upgrade this easily. It's such a small case. And the one thing I was not really, I didn't buy it thinking that in the next couple of years I would start a streaming show with my brother-in-law. And so I didn't future proof in that way, but like everything else is pretty like upgradable. But no PCIe slots.
This may be the face of things to come.
So we'll get it dialed in though. The glowy thing scares me. Guys, what's gonna happen in the glowy thing? Also, why can't I still don't know how to switch weapons. Xenotech device requires something to activate it. It feels nice. Can you feel that? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Touch your speakers. Can you feel it? I can feel it. The DualSense just feels so good. Okay. Shield guy, huh? His projectiles move a lot faster too. I don't like it. Did I get hit? I got hit for sure that time. Go. Uh-oh. All right. Whew. Oh, sorry. Blew out your eardrums. It is late, Mike. You need to get some sleep. Consoles aren't for suckers. I like my console. I really like having consoles. I also like PC gaming, but I really enjoy having a console. Do you guys see me miss that stationary target like 20 times? I'll see you in the morning, Michael. What are you? Broken calibrator grants a small amount of weapon proficiency. Sure. I like it. I like broken things. So what are all these doodads? A key. Some oobleck. Did I try shooting this thing with my... Okay, well it's a hard no. Not getting through there. Yeah, I kind of wish you had an Xbox too, but if you had to choose between the two, the PC seems like it's done you very well. So I think it was worth it, at least from afar. Neat. Now I'm down here. That's a good sign. All this stuff over here. Okay. Yep. That Nintendo Nerd says consoles always end up getting the exclusives I want to play, and then PC is just better for almost everything else. I totally agree. Yep. No, if I had to choose gaming wise, if you forced me to choose only console or only PC, and you couldn't have it both ways, I would still go console for PC or console for gaming. But only because that's where I naturally have done most of my gaming.
Scan is indicating potential for suit augmentation.
It's tough for sure. Here's a parasite. Should just put that on my face.
Appears safe to repurpose. System integration complete. Performing a function test to confirm.
Your suit can now use translocators teleport. I bet that's what that is. Just a hunch. It was what that was.
Confirmed. Point-to-point teleportation.
Neat.
Location exit seems fixed.
Okay. Now, if you told me I had to choose between console and a PC, like we're talking gaming, but if I choose console and I choose no PC for gaming, I also have to get rid of my PC for like music production and video and audio editing and internet usage and stuff like that, then I would go PC for sure. Because there are a lot of people that are perfectly comfortable just living like, oh, I don't even have a computer anymore. I just do everything on my phone. Like, I can't do it. Like, if you ask me something, especially being in the medical field, if you ask me a medical question and I want to do some research, yes, I can get 99% of that on my phone, but I don't enter the same mind space that I do when I sit down at a computer and do the research at a computer. So I will always have a good quality PC nearby, which coincidentally means I'll always have a PC nearby that can handle playing video games well. So that works out well. But I can't even imagine living in a world where I don't have a good computer. And for a while, just being first an extremely tight financially place being in school, and then finishing school and having 2 young children, and then my wife was going to school, and there was a long period of time where we didn't even have like a desktop. We only had like okay-ish laptops for a while, and that just drove me nuts not having like a good quality computer to do like music recording. I went almost a decade where I didn't record any music, and part of that started just I didn't have the setup to do so. Okay, I should probably pay attention. Uh-oh. Well, neat. Dashed off the world. All right. Well, that could have been better. Could have been worse, but could have been better. Okay. Some ether. Ground surge, consumable apex sphere, instantly reach adrenaline max. Creates a Xeno spike that impales the closest hostile. Let's not. And then how do I use consumable? So can we go? Cool. And we'll pick that up. Bingo, bango. Time to shower and settle down. Have a good evening, back rolls. Thanks for stopping by. It was nice chatting with you for a little bit. You have a good evening, and I might see you tomorrow. Depends on how early you get on there. I'll just be on for the beginning. But regardless, enjoy Gaming Morning Show tomorrow morning, and I'm sure we will interact soon. So have a good night. What are you? Neat. All right, so I have a couple doodads. Came from that one, I think. So go into this one. Well, that's cool. Can I get up there? I don't think I can get up there. Guess we'll go this way.
Discovered xenotype technology that produces other devices.
Device that exchanges ether and obolites for one another. It seems poised to do something if enough obolites are placed in it. Cooperation with other scouts is encouraged. All right. I'll give you some obolites. And then I have a thing. Melee response. Getting hit briefly increases melee damage by 100%. Neat. Okay. What are you? Artifacts are items with beneficial effects. Some have passive. Rude. No. Okay. So I don't care about that. I have enough for this. Grants a huge amount of weapon proficiency. Okay. Adrenaline Stimulus. Gain plus 5% weapon damage per adrenaline level. Suit artifact. I don't have enough for that anyway. And then recharging overload. Successful overloads reduce alt fire cooldown by 3 seconds. That's pretty good. Pretty good, but I'm not going to do anything right at this point. What are you? You look extra creepy. Who wants to put something in there? I will pass. Oh, seems to have fared well for that guy. Oh, this. We're gonna die in this room. You know that, right? Like, this is it. Is there a button to lay down and like take a nap? All right, let's go in here. Okay. What are you? Okay. Okay. Unknown object. Object potentially beneficial. Xenoglyph writing.
Rudimentary xenotype language
She's
discovered.
talking.
Currently lacking resources to decipher this xenoglyph.
Okay. So I need some ciphers. Well, what are you?
Discovered a fragment of the xenotype language.
Hey, guess what I found?
Is this translating correctly? Severed brethren. Maddening agony.
Okay. So they were also not happy with this whole returning eternally thing.
Detecting a strange energy reading. Setting a marker on my map.
Oh, sheesh. ¿Dónde? Man. Um. Oh, no. Whew. Need this. This up. I miss the easy little tiny bad guys. So they moved fast. They did their little teleporty thing. Makes it much more difficult. All right. Well, we healed up a little bit. Here's a question. These guys don't hurt me right away. I can kind of use them for transport. I don't know if that's intended or not. Like, I'm sure I could have gotten up here other ways too, but it's kind of cool. What are you? Okay. Just light, huh? As far as I can tell, I can't get into those things yet. That didn't do anything. Yeah, I just didn't know how to cancel it. I still can't tell if there's a way to change between my gun like the gun I have now and the pistol I start with. So I don't know if I'm just missing something simple and I'm dumb as rocks, which is always a possibility. Or if you just can't. So I guess I won't worry about it right now. Okay, nothing in here. What do we got here? Okay. Tachyomatic carbine for a spitmaw blaster. Well, I mean, it's better. Okay. No, I jumped over you. I disagree. Missed. Okay. So more of a shotgun dealio. Not opposed to the shotgun. I still kind of wish I could have my pistol though. But again, I just don't see. Cool. Choices. I think I'm going to stick with this one for now. I don't know if I want to get that close to things right this second, but it was quite powerful. So yeah, we'll go off this way. Good noise. Ow, nice shot. Bad shot. Worked out. Okay. So this is the same gun, just better. Yeah? Yeah. Okay. I like better things. There's another one behind me. Well, this isn't going to end well. Got him. So I'm very almost dead. Feels bad. Oh, I hear something that wants to eat me. See. Whew. All right. Almost dead, but not dead. Important distinction. That could have gone worse. Boo hiss. Take that. Okay. I still wanted to look around, but guess this is our home now. Yeah, I don't think I'm worried about either of those right now. Couldn't do that last time. All right, let's go find some health. Health would be nice. So there's some way up there. There's some up over that way. No obvious way to get up there yet. Nice. Oh, I'll come back to you. I want that health. That does nothing. All right.
There are strange psychological encounters I've had with what can only be described as visual echoes of previous deaths. At first I avoided them, but I needed to know. When I follow these echoes, they lead to a corpse. I don't feel surprised anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's a clinical choice. Repurpose their equipment or avenge them.
What are you? Damage siphon data cube. Deposit into a matching device to permanently unlock this item. Designed for future cycles. Can only carry one item at a time. Cool. Doesn't really matter to me which one. I don't know. I don't really know what they do yet. Oh, so much in this game just feels so ominous. Ominous. Oh, it's the eyeballs again. I remember you guys. Tier 1, Bard from Citadel, Frike, Unforgivable Taboo, Stop the Call, Digging into Our Minds. Hello. Okay. No, I'll keep the surge for now. I haven't had too many malfunctions yet. Is that all of them? A Xenotech gate that is more heavily secured requires a unique key to open. Requires the anathema key. Does anyone have the anathema key? Can I borrow that? What if it's in here? All right. Let's see what happens. What's the worst that could be? Yes. I'm good. Okay. So let's go down. Actually, let's. Where else can I go with you? It's slightly closer. Fine, we'll go there. Man, we've been going for 2 hours already. Who would have thought? So I want to go that way. I go this way. Over here, there's an open door somewhere. Not open door, but like a door I haven't gone through. Am I going the wrong way? Nope. Going the correct way. Good job. Good job, me. Hey, you know that thing I've tried to pick up 20 times? Should I go try to pick it up again? I'm here. JK, not here. I bet I wanted to be on those. I could have gotten stuff over there or stuff over there, but I didn't. Maybe if I just leave and come back. Let me try again. I'm ready. Let me try again. Nope. One-time show. Take that, statue. All right. The destructive environments are pretty fantastic. I approve. I approve. Okay.
That can't be here.
Okay.
I think I am reliving my memories in that house, but not fully. They're corroded. Some parts are missing, others seem manufactured. But I can remember the torment, feeling like I was losing my mind. There's no comfort here, no safe space. And the astronaut keeps following me.
So the house is creepy. I can't go in it. Didn't ring the doorbell, but this is how doorbells work. Pretend we didn't see this. You saw nothing here. No creepy house. Just alien stuff. No creepy house. Don't be ridiculous. Uh-oh. All right. Not feeling terrible. Heal up a little bit. Modified sidearm STM8. No, I like my thingamabob. I'll keep it for a little bit. Yeah, run from me. That always makes me feel good. Abort mission. Come back over here. I feel like I'm missing stuff in here. Oh, it's behind this. So I don't know how to open those. I'm assuming that's where some of the Metroidvania type elements come into play, and I just can't get in there yet. Okay, what's over here? Okay.
Fascinating. I've discovered a kind of technology that records the past, or a visual archive of sorts. The sentients encountered the same hostile fauna. They built protection. This must have occurred centuries ago.
When in doubt, shoot things. Pass. That's so weird. I want to know. Oh, I wonder if I get like a grappling hook type thing someday. Someday. What's this pretty picture?
The fabricators. I've used those.
I have not. You, ma'am, are a liar. Well, okay. Well, now we're down here again. Back up we go. So I wonder if those other things there, I wonder if that's another something I'll get in the future. Okay. All right. I think that's it for in here. Let's carry on. Carry on. Let's go check out this other side quest. Just let me look. This other side quest door. Okay, what are you? This is a new weapon. A weapon? A xenotech device for recycling materials. Output unknown. Interaction can damage. Sure. Why not? Gotta learn sooner or later. Okay. wasn't so bad. This room is a little creepy. I will pass. Thank you. Oh, not you guys. Not you guys. And I don't know how to defeat you yet. Nope, 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 nope. You're scary. Nope, 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 nope. You're worse. Okay. Oh, I'm still alive. Why am I still alive? I thought for sure that was the end of me. Eek. Ugh. This game is stressful. Ooh, spit mob blast. But that's the like shotgun thing. Its range is higher, but I don't think I'm ready to commit to a shotgun thing. Just get so scared being that close, you know? Well, good news is there's 0 health in this room, so everything will be totally fine. Everything's good, and I can't do these things, right? Yeah. Okay, well, let's go do this. Excuse me. I have lots of burps and gurgles. I apologize for my burps and gurgles. Good news is this room will have so much health. See? So much. Oh, for goodness sake. This is not feeling good about this. Okay, that wasn't so bad. But what was that thing? Do I want it? Is it worth trying? I'm going to have to try 2 more times. Oh, it's the key. Okay, it was totally worth it. Uh-oh, my battery's low. Should probably plug that in. All right. So here's the thing. My battery is low. So we're going to go check out what this thing is. We got to be getting close to me being dead soon. But I want to check out what this door is over here because it has a weird circle on top. This will be my last run, which will bring us to 2 deaths. And that's really not as much as I thought we were going to get. So I call it a win.
Appears to be another teleportation device.
I'm sorry, can I cut you off there?
Discovered a broken automaton. Clutching... potential tool? Appears safe to
Lightsaber.
request.
Lightsaber,
Xenotype blade weapon.
but without the light. So, saber.
Adding to equipment for immediate use.
Press square to perform a melee attack. Use melee to attack hostiles, break barriers, and obstacles. Okay, that's pretty cool. Requires crimson key. Great. I just got the other key. So now I can break these guys? Is that what you're telling me? Yeah, I can break these guys. That's what you're telling me. Okay, so I need to go. Wants me to go over there. But I thought I got the key for that thing. Okay, but it wants me to go over there. Okay. So I need a little teleport thing. This is going it's going pretty good. Famous last words. Okay, so I just need to take a sharp left and follow the red dot. Hey, I think that's the one. That scares me every time. Anathema key opens the anathema vault. Oh great, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Can I just teleport? I sure can. Suckers. Ha! Ha! Can't stop me. All right. Well, let's see what's through here.
The strange energy source is beyond this. It might be tied to White Shadow.
It wasn't me. Oh. There we go. I don't want that. So the red things are weapons. I need to remember that. Who wants to give me health? Oh, I'm very gurgly. I apologize yet again. No way out but down. I've been led to believe that down is death, though. So, I'm at a loss. Let's explore a little bit more. See what I'm missing. See, I was kind of expecting a big boss fight in here. And I wasn't expecting to last very long. And that didn't happen. So now we got to keep playing. But I'm also inclined to jump down the hole because I can't seem to see anything else to do in here. Does anyone else see anything else to do in here? See, there's clearly stuff down there. Leroy Jenkins. Oh, well, here's the boss fight. So this has been GMS Plays. I've been Shawn. You can follow me on Twitter at sports.gaming. One sec, let me die real quick. Okay, don't like those. Okay, phase 1 isn't too bad. Still not a fan of these, but okay, that was new. All right. Death number 2. But hey, I believe, if I am correct, that is
Astra.
turn this down a little bit. That theoretically, oh, we can just let that sit. I believe that's the boss for
I'm alone.
Biome 1. So that's pretty good. I feel good about that. I was not expecting that little blast coming up. And so that I felt like I was doing pretty good for having like 0 health up to that point. That kind of caught me off guard. So we'll do better next time. Definitely try to. And had I been more patient, could have gone around, seen if I can find more health, try to level up a little bit more, at least heal up a little bit more before going to that. But it is late. And it's about time to wrap up. So that works out well. And that's only death number 2. I was expecting to die like a good dozen times tonight. But no, that went better than expected and was a ton of fun. So this has been GMS Plays, which is our kind of secondary show here at GMS. Our primary show being Gaming Morning Show, hence the GMS, which you can find Gaming Morning Show available Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Right here on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook Gaming, and lately Twitter. We'll see if we keep that going. But that's been a lot of fun so far. So catch us weekdays. We're your typical morning radio show, but instead of music between segments, we play video games. Not Returnal usually, but multiplayer games, fun stuff. So thanks for coming out tonight. That has been it for tonight. I'm just looking around, see if there's anyone we'd like to give a little raid to. It is late, not a lot of people on, and chat's been pretty quiet. Anyone been lurking around that has any ideas for raids? Speak now or forever hold your peace. J-Pie. Who's this J-Pie? I'm looking on the Gaming Morning Show's Twitch, obviously, and they're following someone named J-Pie. So let's see how this J-Pie is doing. Ads, am I right? All I wanted to see is that this J-Pie is not being inappropriate before I send everyone there. just in case. JPie looks good. All right, let's go over to JPie. So we're going to raid JPie to finish this off. But as I was saying, I'm Shawn. You can follow me at sports.gaming on Twitter. Follow us at Watch GMS on Twitter. It's been fun. I'm definitely going to be playing more of this. We'll work on some of the video issues. So look for some improvements over the next couple streams with that. And thanks for coming out. I hope everyone has a fantastic night. And I will see you bright and early tomorrow morning for Gaming Morning Show.